Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Romo's Cowboys going up against Griffin's Browns. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, the Cavaliers may have lifted the local championship drought, but there's another team who'd like a little of that success. And that's the Browns as we come to you from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got three down.
Let's go.
180. Let's go, baby. Turn it on.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
180. Eyes up. Let's go. Eyes up.
On second down, here's Romo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you...
Everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Under 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Rolling on third down, Romo. They find his target, Terrence Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Strong right. Under. Hey. We got three. Three down.
Hut.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down.
It's going to be a long day. Under. We need that penetration.
From the gun, here's Romo. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Ringo. Come on, baby, get excited. Let's go.
Under. Yellow 80.
Pump it up, baby. Pump it up. Let's get loud, baby.
Romo throwing again. The 50-50 ball here is intercepted. Picked off. It's the fullback corner. Joe Hayden with it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He's got the rookie first rounder, Corey Coleman. They were ready defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
The play clock's running down. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes a day. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? That's by a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Over.
Kill.
Under. 180.
Kill.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Hey.
Come on, let's go. 180.
Now it's Romo off the bootleg. And his throw here is incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Under. 180.
Let's go, Stans. Make sure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. And that's caught by Beasley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't let any
We'll see how they attack him here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I got him.
And a look of the defense for the Cowboys.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Four down.
Ready. Slow.
He's coming.
Z.
Be good.
Ready.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Kill.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Ready. 3.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
It's our time.
Ready. Flag. 32. Under.
Switch.
Two jets.
The play clock's running down. Third down, Griffin. He finds Coleman. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage. And go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Ready. 3-9. Two jet.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Winding down. Now it's Griffin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Hey, we got tight right.
Ready.
Now Griffin on second down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken pass complete, but he took a shot there. Great concentration.
And what the defense is hoping for, Brandon, is that they can accumulate those types of shots all game long. So hopefully his concentration won't stay at that same level.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Move.
Ready. Flag. 32.
Throw on first down with Griffin. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Even.
Ready. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, here's Griffin. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Watch tight end. Let's go, baby. Get hot. Get up. Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Yellow 80. Yanks the mic. Well, 50 yanks the mic.
On second down, here's Romo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completely.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Single in the slot.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, it's Romo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. All day.
3 yards to go on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Right. Alert. Yellow 80. 3 down.
To throw on second down is Romo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
12 yards to go on third down.
Let's go. Game time. Come on, baby. Get on your feet. Under. Orange 80.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Bring it up.
Throwing on third down. Romo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by linebacker Demario Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
That was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Eyes on 10.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, Griffin. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And touchdown, Cleveland. Terrell Pryor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Bryant, the lone receiver left.
Well, let's go. Check. 3 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Dallas first down. That's connection numero uno. Tony Romo going to Desmond Damon Bryant.
And how about the chemistry those two have built up over the years? You know, everybody always sees Dez as being so demonstrative on the sidelines, like he's upset about things. He just wants his quarterback to know he wants the ball, and he's going to make plays for him.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. 58 to the mic.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. One man on the backfield, Elliott.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Romo now on second down. Bryant's got it over the middle. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And now
back to throw. Romo. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Get high.
They come out here in the eye.
180.
Second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. 180. 56 to Mike.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Under 180. Let's go. Let's turn it up, baby. Turn it up. Let's go.
Romo. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Tight ends on the loose. Under 180. 3 down. Turn it up, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo complete to Jason Witten. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And another reception by Jason Witten, all reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner? Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, one of 2 tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department.
Double tight. Double tight. Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. Defense.
Play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go, get ready. Make some noise.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. Can't find anyone open. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're on the dime here on 3rd and goal. Further down here, it's Romo. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Bailey able to knock it through. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
On first down, Griffin. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Z.
Check 25.
On second down, Griffin. Caught left side, it's Barney. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll pick up a 13 on the play, and that'll make it 30. On third down, Griffin. A throw, but incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tight right. Solo out there, check the outside. Come on, baby.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now for the 3rd time, Romo intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
319.
Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Watch right. I got it.
Ready. Flag. 32.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. A heavy hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
On 3rd and goal. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the ball. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the Cowboys doing something there they did not do much of in 2015. Not only do they get the takeaway, but they also score.
And that's something you know they've been harping on, talking about. This is a defense that really struggled getting things done last year. Now they've got to get things moving in the proper direction. that play will help in a big way.
Just to put a bow on it, last year 11 takeaways, fewest in the league. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ready. 319.
After the interception, here's Griffin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Strong right, strong right.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right.
Flag 32. Flag 32.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Check three.
Z. Ready. Under.
Check 43.
Slow. Flag 32. Flag.
Second and 10 now. Griffin gonna hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a third down. And quickly, they'll get to the line. The throw is RG3. Screen play, Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. 4th down. Here's RG3. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Single. Watch 84.
Under.
Watch 84.
180.
He's going. 65.
They'll go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, hey, hey. We got three. Three down. Under. 180. 26.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Ready.
55.
Flag 32. Under.
No. Off.
Two jet.
Check three.
Z.
Kill.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Tight end's right.
One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Three down.
He's going to get the football. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
You're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go.
Now it's Romo off the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Tight right. 3 down. Under. 180. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Romo on 3rd down. Complete to Jason Witten. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tight left.
Bryant, the lone receiver left.
Come on, let's go. Yellow 80. We need to stop right here, defense. Let me hear that crowd.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go,
It's caught on the right side. Williams. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
3 down, 3 down.
They come out here in the eye.
56, check, 56.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. To gain here on third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Get high, baby, get up. Let's go.
From the gun on third down. Rolo. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Under, 180. Yes, Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, Romo. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point try by Bailey. Pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Reset, cut right.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Safe. Under.
On first and 10, it's Griffin. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Right. 3 down.
Slow. Ready. Flag, 32.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
Not my house, baby. out of bounds.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Stop right there.
Hey, flag, 32, slow.
On third down, Griffin. Hard throw, incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. Now fourth down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Four down. Come on, y'all, let's go. Get up. Get on your feet.
Running game going to and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Going to 88. Get set. Watch the back.
On second down, here's Romo. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. One man in the backfield, Elliott.
I want to hear you.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Under 180.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's win right here.
Here's Romo now on second down. And Beasley with it in the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere.
Still in search of the first down after that last. And how about the down look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
He
will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Come on now, let's go.
Ball
here in the Height 58, right there.
Another carry for the rookie. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Get ready.
7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Get ready. Pump it up. Ready. Let's get loud. Get up, Brown. Get up.
Romo, a delayed give to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. Under. Or JD. Mike 56.
They'll try the air now with Romo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Yellow 80.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Let's go. Eyes up.
Throwing on 3rd down. Romo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they now turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good. I
always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Go right.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. He's got his man on the crossing route. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's the way to hit.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they're not going to get this one off in time. There'll be a delay. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
Slow.
Check 24, check 24.
Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
21! 21!
Takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
We need that penetration, D-line. Let's go. Get that penetration, D-line. Come on,
Under.
baby. Get excited. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Back to Elliott. He's pretty busy. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Let's go.
3rd and 2, it's Romo. And he will find his man on the outside. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Let's go!
Watch 84. Watch 84.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Got 4 down. 4 down.
They go early and again. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
3 down. 3 down.
Under! 180!
Check 83. Ball's going to 83. get hyped already.
Now a fifth-year man, this is Lance Dunbar. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe they play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Griffin on 1st down, surveying the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Got double tight. Double tight. 4 down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott.
58's Mike. 58's Mike. Run.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5.
Turn it up. Turn this thing up. Let's go. Let's go, Stans. Make some noise. Let's go, baby. Get hot. Get up. Let's go. Under. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
And this time not as successful as they get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now here's Dunbar. And he's brought down after a good game. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So after that big game, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Win the rep.
Let's go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
Come on, let's go.
We got 4.
Get ready.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
Back up here, McFadden. And they get to him quickly here as he he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Get out of here, man! Get out of here! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go all day, baby! All day! Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Game time.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
They come up, and now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check 42, man. That's good. That guy's good. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's right, baby. Get it, bro. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, yeah.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Ringo. Come off the ball hard.
Z.
You got it.
Second down, Griffin. Caught, left side, it's Barnage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Griffin now off the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. In the red zone this time.
Double tight.
Z. Flag, turn 2. Flag. Two flag, 32.
Check.
Flag.
First down carry here for Johnson. And they get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and encourage the offense to try to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
4 down. 319. Under.
Rush it.
3rd and 2, now Griffin. That's caught at the 1. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ready. 319.
One last shot for RG3. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Barry Church. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.